Okay, this is my audience. My sister Mackenzie, my father Kevin, my boyfriend Zach, and my brother-in-law Jake. Have you ever judged anyone on how they dressed, their appearance, religion, or gender? I can personally say I have, and it's not something I'm proud of. What this lesson informs us about is the halo effect's impacts our judgment from a different point of view, and learning more about this effect will enable us to have an open mind about the people we encounter. Today I will address the halo effect, how it impacts our culture, and then finally some personal experiences I have had in the past to allow you to relate and understand the halo effect and its influence on you as well. First, I will be discussing what the halo effect is. The halo effect is defined as our perception of an individual based on their appearance or actions you might witness. It is a cognitive bias that causes our impression of someone in one area to influence our impression of them. A simplified example of the halo effect is when an individual noticed that a person in the photograph is attractive, well-groomed, and properly attired. We assume this person in the photograph is a good person based on the rules of the individual's social concept. This constant error in judgment is reflective of the individual's preferences, prejudices, ideology, aspirations, and social perception. The halo effect is an evaluation by an individual and can affect the perception of a decision, action, business, person, or group whenever the concrete data is being generalized or influenced. Secondly, I will be talking about how it affects our culture through marketing, political views, and socioeconomic status. For example, social media is affected by the halo effect because this effect is what marketers use to control and to grab the viewer's attention to buy their product. Who uses Facebook or Instagram and notices ads from Amazon, Apple, or any other company trying to promote their product to innocent viewers? And who else has bought a product from a company just because they partner with Apple or any other successful business? The halo effect in marketing can be put into action by riding the influence or authority of those they partner or associate with, just in the way Apple used their iPod to promote their other products. Organizations can use partnerships or positive connections to create others. In media relations, we see this in action once a client starts to get momentum through placements. Each quality placement makes the next one easier. If one credible publication sees the company or leader as an expert or worthy of print, then its peers will as well. Or if one influencer partners with an organization, others will be more willing to join. This type of borrowed influence produces itself through the way it changes perspectives, slowly from association. I also mentioned that halo effect can impact political views. Studies have shown that individuals with no political opinions or standards tend to vote for the most attractive candidate. The experiment shows the more attractive the individual is, the more knowledgeable and persuasive they are. Moving on to socioeconomic statuses, the halo effect can appear here also. Based on your race, where you live, and how you look. In my personal examples, I will be discussing with you, I will give you a better understanding on how this applies. Finally, I will be sharing with you a couple of examples of the halo effect that I've experienced. My first encounter that stood out to me the most was with a matatu driver in Nakuru, Kenya. My host mom told me to pretend I was alone and to hear what they would say about me. The driver looked at me with disgust as I entered the van. How much should I charge it? He says to other Kenyans riding along, charge her the same amount, she's just like us. He rolls his eyes and states, no, it's not, it's white. He charged me twice the amount as my host mom. The halo effect took over as he began to judge me not only for my skin color, but also for my socioeconomic status, thinking because I was white I had a lot of money. Without taking the time to get to know me or my intentions of helping their broken country, he used the halo effect to judge my appearance, which made him think that he had me all figured out. Another example I'd like to share with you would be how the halo effect impacted my opinion on someone who is very close to me. The first time I met my boyfriend, Zach. I was getting an oil change for my car. My parents had talked about him before, but I was never interested at the time. The first time I saw him, he was wearing all black, his ears were pierced, tattoos on his arms and on one of his hands. a smile that would kill anyone, and was overall extremely handsome. In my head, based on his appearance, red flags went up. I've dealt with my share of edgy bad boys in the past, and I wasn't going to let his dark hair and beautiful eyes and keen sense of style get the best of me. I ended up pursuing him after seeing his respect for not only myself but my family, his hard work and dedication to his job, and his love for everyone showed brightly through his appearance. In conclusion, the halo effect impacts every one of us in a multitude of different ways. We discussed what exactly the halo effect is, how it impacts our culture, and some real-life examples. My aspiration is that the next time you meet someone, you don't let the halo effect impact your first impression. You'll never know the impact they'll have on you.